These tapes have to be considered the holy grail.
I know we all want to put an end to this.
Oh my God. Okay, so up next, let's talk VHS Beyond. I love the VHS movies. I think that for an anthology and found footage, these were such a great idea. This one's really fun. It may not be my favorite VHS, but it's like a really cool one. You got to take these movies for what they are. They all have different directors, different casts. It's just a really fun way to present short stories. I love it. The thing with this VHS, though, I felt like I was in a video game the entire time. It was wild. If you haven't seen any of the VHSs, let me walk you through it. All right, up next, let's talk VHS Beyond. All right, our first segment is called Stork by Jordan Downey. So we have this elite group of police officers. They're investigating this thing. There has been a ton of kidnappings, like little baby kidnappings throughout the city. So anyways, they get a lead that one of the babies that got kidnapped is in this crazy, scary, abandoned house. So they have their rookie filming everything. By the way, if I was that rookie, I'd be like, bro, give me a gun too. I am not going in there just holding a video camera like, there's no way. Anyways, they all go inside this house. And there's all these crazy people in there. Their eyes are wild and they start attacking the police officers. So you're like, whoa, what the hell's going on? Are these people aliens? What are they? Are they zombies? So we go through the house and we see like this big meteor thing and landed on the floor. So it's like, all right, well, something crash landed. What is that? So then we get to the room where all the babies are. It turns out to be a huge stork. Yeah. A huge stork, and the stork is sucking out the brains of these humans, of these adults, and bird feeding them, essentially, to their little stork baby humanoid things. I don't even know. I loved this one. I was like, this is such a great idea. What a fun twist on like, mommy, daddy, where do babies come from? Oh, little Jimmy, the stork brings them. Da, 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 da. I thought that was so funny. Happy ending. Not really, though, because those babies look like, pretty messed up. Next up is Dream Girl by Virat Pal. Now, this one follows two photographers that get a job. They're in India and they have to photograph this superstar called Tara on the set of her new movie. And this song was a banger, guys. You guys should watch it just for this. But I thought this was so fun how they did like a Bollywood movie. She starts messing up on set. Her managers are like, go to the room and take a breather. One of the photographers is hiding in the room trying to get that shot, He comes out. She sees him. She's like, do you want a selfie? And he's like, you don't have to do this. You could be whatever you want. Don't cry. Everything's okay. So she rips off her face. She says that she likes his face. She's tired of living behind a mask and she wants his face. So he runs out, rightly so terrified. And she's basically like a black magic / robot thing. I guess they combine both worlds. Anyways, she glitches, projectile vomits all over her manager, starts melting his face with I guess it's battery acid. And then she goes on this big, wild killing spree. And she goes around, she kills everybody on the scene, zaps them. And then, yeah, she was pretty creepy looking. And then she decides to take the face of the photographer. Sad for him. She puts his face on and she goes out there and she's waving to her fans. She's like, you want a selfie? This one was wild. I mean, damn, look at that face. That's what I look like without makeup. Just kidding. Or am I? Up next, we have Live and Let Die by Justin Martinez. A group of friends go skydiving for their friend Zach's birthday. Happy birthday, Zach. He's wearing a GoPro and they see an alien in the sky. And then they crash into the alien ship and then they fall. And they're falling in the sky. This part was actually really cool and really fun. I really liked it. So they land in an orange orchard, and then one of the aliens falls out with them, and the alien is picking them off one by one. And they show this thing, they legit show the alien. And the guy's looking for his girlfriend. He can't find her. He sees a guy in a truck. He's like, please help me. And the alien kills the guy, tries to kill him, tries to zap him. So he's in the truck. And then he gets abducted by the aliens. This one was fun, quick, short and sweet. We like that. Next up, we have Fur Babies by Christian and Justin Long. Ooh, Justin Long, I should have known this was you. Okay, So there's a commercial for this lady, Becky. So she has house sitting for these dogs, and she loves these dogs. But this group, Humans Against Animal Cruelty, see that she has stuffed dogs. They're like, this isn't right. Let's go investigate. They're going to do an undercover investigation. So she starts by giving him a tour around the house, shows him her stuffed puppies that she loves, and then she knows what they're up to. So she takes them down to the basement to see what's really going on. Turns out, you guys, she's crazy. She's absolutely bonkers. So she turns the people into dogs, literally by like using pieces of animals. The rest of the group come. They're like, what's going on? Our friends are missing. We have to go save the day. So they also go inside the house. And at this time, she conditioned the people to act like her guard animals. So literally, it's like a body horror if you love animals, which I do love animals. This one was great. Kind of silly. Actually, it's pretty silly, but it was really funny. Last but not least, we have Stowaway by Katie Siegel. Now, we start off with a woman in the desert. She's doing interviews with a bunch of locals trying to figure out what's going on. There's been lights seen in the sky. She interviews a little girl. The girl's like, oh, they came into my room. They're really nice. And then they're saying they're stealing livestock. Interesting. So at night, lucky her, she sees something. So, of course, being the investigator, she goes and walks in. She sees a few animals. Cool. She's walking around, investigating, and then she accidentally cuts her finger. And the organic nanomaterial, whatever that's in this spaceship, or whatever the heck this thing is, goes and it heals her. So she's like, oh my gosh, this technology is amazing. As the name says, stowaway. Well, obviously, this UFO thing gets back into space. She is stuck up there and she gets injured again. Something's happening, but these little nanobots keep healing her so she can't die, and they keep changing her, and she changes into this thing, and then you will see what the thing is. Great job. Super simple. I really like this one. Black and white. Felt pretty real. All right, and I'm not going to get too much into the through story for this, but basically they're doing like a documentary, a faux documentary on this house that a few Chinese immigrants moved into, and all this weird stuff started happening, and they're like, is it ghosts? Is it aliens? What is it? And at the end, we see that it is in fact aliens, and they shove this camera down the one son's mouth. They shove the camera down, and yeah, all the experiments, all that stuff. Anyways, this is a really fun VHS. Have you guys seen any of the other VHSs? Let me know in the comments below. And thanks for listening to Up Next Movies. See you next time.